Hello my fellow humans, welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I do first just want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey, this process, this channel, this ever-growing tribe. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And if this should happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. So that being said, let's go ahead and hop to it. We're going to find out what is today's daily dice message in regards to love. So Source, what is today's daily dice message in regards to love? What would you like to say? What is today's daily dice message in regards to love, Source? What do you got for us? Rolling, we've got Pisces, we've got first house, and south node. Okay, so there's something that needs to be let go of here so that you can reconnect with a part of yourself that needs, there's like an inner introspection here, right? With the Pisces in the first house, it's like understanding a part of yourself. So maybe not relying so much on love to complete you, not relying so much on finding the relationship as much as finding your own happiness, finding your own contentment here. Does feel like maybe there's been this search for the perfect person and nobody seems to fit this bill, or no one seems to fit this idea that you have. And it's not saying that that person doesn't exist, it's just saying that maybe there are some non-negotiables that you have on there that are actually indeed negotiables. And it's not saying to lower your standards, that's not what they're saying here, okay? But maybe there's something like they have to look a certain way, or they have to be a certain weight, or there's like this physical appearance thing that's coming in that's feeling like you're like, no, that's absolutely a non-negotiable. I'm not attracted to anyone unless they look like XYZ, or I'm not attracted to someone unless they act like XYZ. They're saying here that this is an old thought process that's coming to the surface. And it's understanding yourself, like letting go of the search right now and really understanding yourself. What does love mean to you, right? You're in the process of healing and that's good, right? But what is coming through here when South Node makes an appearance, we have this destined to release. This is something that we've been stuck in our entire lives, and we come here to learn how to live in our North Node, which is very uncomfortable for us, right? The South Node is what we know. It's what we're used to. It's what we continue to go back to because we are used to that. It's familiar. And so letting it go is very uncomfortable. It's something that really can put us on edge. It can even trigger us in various ways. And that's what it feels like here. There's this energy coming through where it's like, I don't want to let go of that because I'm so used to that. Or I can only feel attracted to someone that fits this idea that I have in my mind. The Source is saying, like, I have somebody that is better aligned for you, but they may not meet certain external criteria here with the first house, but this person may meet all of your other requirements. They may be the good, parent that you want in the good parent to the kids in your life. They may be the supportive husband, the supportive wife, the one that brings peace, the one that helps to encourage you to become the best version of yourself in the most loving way. Someone who loves you unconditionally, who you can love unconditionally. But with the first house, you're getting this very interesting energy where there's like a non-negotiable that you have that's actually a negotiable by Source's standards, right? And that's weird because that's very human of us to have certain non-negotiables, like such as they have to have blue eyes, and maybe this person has brown eyes or green eyes, and it's like, no, I have to have someone that has blue eyes. It's like looking at that, like, why is that? Like understanding that within yourself here, and we see that with Pisces energies, is coming into this place of introspection and letting yourself understand that a little bit more. Why is it that I have this as a non-negotiable? Or why is it that I'm not letting this be something that that is different, right? Okay, so let's see what comes out with the tarot, or with the oracle. All right, thank you. On the bottom, we have appreciate this moment Every situation is an opportunity to grow and to find love. Yeah, so this is something that's meant to help you grow. We have number 33 up here. It's all about creativity, inspiration. Your angels are with you. Your guides are with you. Like, everybody in your spiritual team is absolutely trying to help you, bring you closer to who's meant to being in your life. But if you don't let go of certain ideas of who they're meant to be, like, this could even be someone, if you're on a twin flame journey, you're holding on to the idea of, I have to be with my twin because that's what all the other twin flames are saying. But maybe there's something that you can learn from connecting with a soulmate on the journey that you wouldn't learn elsewhere, right? And so it's a non-negotiable. It's actually negotiable because they want you to seek your own happiness in this moment. And when you're in that space of waiting, you're actually in a space of repelling, right? So that's what they're trying to open you up to. Yeah, like we have Pisces energy coming back in. We have intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So this is something that's deeply intimate to you. And it's also something that your intuition has kind of been pointing out, but it's like stubbornness is keeping you from changing that. And they're just saying, have compassion with yourself and to know that you can open up to a new experience. Source is always trying to bring us to our highest good. We have to allow that space for it to come in. If we're in a resistant space, we're not going to be able to receive our blessings. So we have focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. This goes back to exactly what I was saying. They want you to focus back on love. You want a loving, receptive energy in your life. Well, if you're in a non-negotiable of something that's maybe appearance, and it doesn't necessarily have to be appearance-based, but this feels very superficial to me. So maybe the way they dress, the amount of money that they make, the kind of car that they drive. Okay, it does feel like that type of superficial. This is not about the person. It's about their outwardly appearance. So there's something here that you're feeling like is a non-negotiable. And again, it's not about lowering your standards, but it's again focusing back on love. And when you focus back on love, there's going to be someone that comes in that's going to be a very high vibrational match to you. Yeah, we have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. So there's like this repelling energy here where it's like if they don't drive a certain type of car, if they don't live in a certain type of house, you actually might be missing out on an opportunity of someone who's actually going to be your forever person, or someone who's going to help you reconnect with a more intimate place within yourself. Like we have house 12, again, Pisces energy coming through here. Spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. So this is healing that karmic energy, which we do see with the South Node. Letting go of those old belief patterns that we have, those toxic habits that we maybe had in our life as well. And we have house 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. So this is someone who's definitely unorthodox with house 11 here. This is going to be someone who's not your typical cup of tea. They're going to be different, you know, and equally so, maybe you're not focused on the appearances, but maybe you're focused more on like they have to make a certain amount each year. You know, it's something that men have potential to grow. Women have potential to grow. So if we only limit them to they have to be at their best of their best, but we're not at our best of our best, you know, we kind of put this energy, this is a very weird energy for manifestation. Right? It's like I'm expecting you to be at your best and you to have compassion and space for me while I grow. But yet in the process, you also weren't in a space where you were compassionate for where they maybe needed someone to encourage them to grow. That's what it feels like Source is saying here. Yeah, love is trying to come in. Okay, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, and selflessness. You know, again, this healing, but we have to heal in order for that love to manifest. Okay, let's see what's coming through. What else would you like to say here, Source? Passion. You're going to have the insane chemistry with this person. Sparks and having fun, equal interest, and a burning desire. If you will let yourself open up to what could be. Not who it has to be, but who it could be, right? Kind of like if you have an image of a person that you've been daydreaming about, rather than daydreaming about what they look like or what they have, daydream about who they are. Okay, like not from a physical standpoint. We're talking about their soul, their being. Are they kind? Are they gentle? Are they compassionate? Are they loving? On the bottom, look, healing heart, healing heartbreak, toxicity or addictions, and from abusive relationship. So this idea might come from that past where you had a lot of upsets in your life, and that's okay. That's okay. Source is not over here punishing you. No one's punishing you. No one's saying like, oh, hey, you did a bad thing. No, this is literally Source is saying like, this is what we need to focus on now so that you can open up to the love that's meant to be in your life. Yeah, the snake. We have competition and enemy. The other woman looking over your shoulder. Okay, so it does feel like here, with this being at the center of the reading, this is something that's going to always put you in this energy, is this idea that someone has to be whoever they are. It's almost like, so they keep bringing me back to the twin flame journey, and please, if you're not a twin flame, I don't recommend going down that rabbit hole, but I feel like you're going to understand what I'm saying in this context. So if it's not twin flame, soulmate, right? You think that this one person, Bob down the street, is your soulmate. It has to be Bob. It can't be anybody but Bob. But for some reason, Bob is a player, and Bob likes all these other women, and I'm talking in a heterosexual sense, but remember, it doesn't matter what your orientation is or you know, who it is that you're attracted to. That does not matter. So make it fit to your story. I'm just trying to give an example in the short time that we have so you understand what's coming through. So Bob down the street's a player. He goes out with women every other night. He's got a fear of commitment. And so you start healing and you think, well, if I heal all of my problems, then Bob will eventually heal his. But Bob still, it's been 10 years later and Bob still acts like he did 10 years ago. Nothing has changed. He has a different woman every night. He cheats whenever he does have a short-term relationship. He can't keep anything together. So if you were to get with Bob, you would always be in this energy. And if you were to get with Bob, the chances of being the other woman would be very high. Do you see what I'm saying? And so that's what they're saying here. We need to heal this idea that it has to be Bob. Bob is not in alignment with you. You're on a different journey than Bob's on. Bob has his own life to go and live, but we're trying to bring you into alignment with a love that is unconditional. Something that's very passionate in your life that takes you to the next level. So we have coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, building friendship and feeling elevated. So this is someone that you're going to build a friendship with. This is going to be a nice and slow energy coming in, and they're going to help you heal your heart. You're going to be seen in a way that you haven't been seen before. But in order to get there, it does feel like you do have to let go of this idea. It's just an idea. There's like this idea that's been building and it's been building, and it's like you're building the anticipation behind it. It's like now it just has to come true, and it's like Source is trying to fulfill that idea, but it's not always exactly how we picture it. It's exactly what we need, not always what we want, right? And Source is trying to bring through exactly what you need that's going to bring you into this very healthy place and healing from the past, because that's what you deserve. You deserve to be loved unconditionally, and you deserve to see yourself as a whole being, and you deserve to self-love, right? Self-care and self-love, so that we can bring in that affection and attraction that you deserve. Okay, so this is what I see here for you. If you feel like this is your reading, leave the little coffee cup emoji down below and say, I understand Source has an unconditional loving soulmate for me. I let go of my past ideas of who it is, and I open up to who it can be, or some version of that, or just the emoji. And if this did resonate, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all those links down below in the description box in order to do so. You can email me for a personal reading. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify, Scatter Love Radio. You can even join as a member, and I would love to see you on memberships, but if not, thank you so much for your continued support here. I am going to go ahead and leave this here and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.